Well, now the boss accused of paying his workers a pittance and treating them like second-class citizens. Martin King went looking for some answers.
Everyone used it, everyone can pay for it. Now maybe say it twice. Don't smirk, don't be smart asses.
They're not
people
the
out
only...
there that are happy customers, son.
Oh, yeah,
we get quite a few people come through, okay?
Well, I haven't spoken to one happy customer from you.
Well, obviously you've only spoken to that certain crowd.
You're talking all over.
We can't go out
Have
there.
you seen yourself on YouTube?
Yes, I have. Do you want to know the facts behind that?
It's disgraceful.
Well, you better start to remember.
Don says this rant, posted on YouTube by disgruntled backpackers, was sparked by damage to his property. He claims despite scenes like this, most of his customers are happy. Not according to these two.
He called us drug hippies, mother Germans, prostitutes,
sluts, bitches.
It was just basically a horrible place to stay. We felt like it was slavery, felt like we were being slaves to him.
Don hires backpackers from around the world. Local farmers in Mildura need their labour to pick fruit and grapes. The backpackers need visas to stay here, and to get a second-year visa they must work 88 days in the bush. Enter Don.
And the next time some when I'm talking says something in another language, I'm going to tell them to go themselves.
But many of the backpackers last just a few days, fleeing from the man who calls himself
the Don. That's what he said. The Don. I'm the king of Mildura. I own Mildura.
Where's my money, Don? My wages.
Mona Ditchid and Julia Gruz are German backpackers from Cologne. Their fruit picked in Queensland and New South Wales and loved it. Then they met the Don.
He treated us like slaves, like it was like a dictatorship.
This was home for the 21-year-olds, a barbed wire compound in the middle of nowhere. The girls lived here with 30 other backpackers from Europe. It's crowded, dusty and unbearably hot. 32 people shared a handful of caravans, 2 toilets and 2 showers.
When I tell people something, don't talk, because this is what happens.
Don's first surprise when the girls arrived in town to earn money, a trip to the ATM.
Took you to an ATM?
In the middle of the night.
Why?
Because he wanted to make sure, he told us that we can't start working without paying him.
Yep, they pay Don. A job-finding fee, as Don calls it, of $270 each and a $150 bond each. All up, $840. Cash. When the girls arrived here in Mildura from New South Wales to work, they were expecting between $120 and $160 a day. The reality? They were paid cash in hand, 40 hours work, that's 5 days, $25. Work it out, that's just over 60 cents an hour. Now that's not work, that's slave labour.
Why don't you wind your window down, Don?
I refuse to. I'm not going to say
You're scared of
anything
two
to you.
girls.
If you put this on the news, be well aware of what these 2 girls have done on this property. There's witnesses.
What have we done?
Okay.
What have we
As
done,
to what
Don?
they've done, there's witnesses.
What have we done? We tell you
I've
our
nothing to say to you,
opinion, and
sweetheart,
that's
okay?
Don says he kept Mona and Julia's deposit because they damaged a caravan, a claim they deny.
You can walk in there and ask all those people in there. We take care of our people, we look after them.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you
that's
don't.
why everyone
No, you
wants
don't.
to
Well, that's what
Not
that's
true.
your opinion.
No, it's
okay?
not my opinion.
That is
You know,
your
why don't
opinion.
you listen to me, Don?
All right?
You've got
I've
a mouth,
got enough
Don.
slander of all these
Don.
people that come through my business that are trying to act like victims.
It's not just these 2
There
people.
was 30 others that were here while these 2 were here. If you want some history on these 2, ask the 30
We've
others.
spoken to the others.
No problem.
They
See
say
you
you're
later.
repulsive.
Hooroo!
Don could pretend all he likes that Mona and Julia are the only backpackers complaining. They're not. There are plenty of others. You're about to meet 2 Scottish girls who say they were so traumatised by his behaviour they left after just 5 days. Don's response? He dumped them on the side of a country road.
He was just calling us every name under the sun, telling us to get his car.
So only say things once.
Told me to take a good look at myself and I didn't deserve to be in the country, and just told us to off. And we just couldn't believe it. We were standing at the side of the road and just, that was it.
Jenny and Louise from Glasgow in Scotland say Don told them they would earn $100 a day. They too were taken straight to the ATM.
You went up there to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much money did you make?
No, we're down about $600.
You lost 600.
Yep.
You lost the same.
Lost the same.
So
Never there
between you,
again.
you've lost what is it?
$1,200.
$1,200.
So he's got about $1,000 of ours.
Cash.
Don't smirk.
The girls say they were frightened by the abuse.
Excuse my language.
Basically, we didn't deserve to be in the country.
Don't name one person who was happy here.
I'm a proud Australian and I do well by my country. If you want to do well by your country, don't act like these guys are victims. They damaged my property, they paid for it.
What are you carrying on
That's
about
it.
being an Australian for?
Go, mate.
What sort of crap is that?
See you later, buddy.
And if you've had dealings with John, we want to know about it. Send us an email or give us a call.